Welcome to the Social Corner, proudly brought to you by ABSA. My word, it feels so good to be back. Now, this weekend in the Premier League reminded us that football is a story written one moment at a time. A simple pass, a smart run, even one bold decision can flip an entire match on its head. And you know what? That is exactly how life works too. At ABSA, every move matters. Every tap or swipe of your ABSA debit or credit card brings you closer to something extraordinary, because the small choices you make every day can turn into the biggest wins of your journey. And trust me, last weekend had more twists than a cat crime drama. So let us dive into the moments that showed how belief, precision, and consistency can change everything, because we see your story.
It sure is good to have you back on the show, Chisom. But I'll tell you this. The drama last weekend was full buffet, like we say here.
Buffets.
Every match served something. Some teams showed courage, some showed character, some showed confusion. But every game proved that when you play your cards right, anything and everything can happen. Football keeps reminding us that the smallest details are often the biggest turning points. So let us break it down, moment by moment, story by story.
Story. Once upon a time.
Time.
So here's the story, and we take you straight to the chaos at Anfield. Liverpool came out flying, but it was Nottingham Forest who kept landing the clean punches with a level of calm that even monks would admire. They absorbed pressure, stayed patient, and when the openings appeared, they struck with ice-cold precision. Forest strolled away with a 3-0 win after 3 set-click finishes from Murillo, Nicolas Savano, and Morgan Gibbs-White. Liverpool kept wondering how every chance escaped them, while Forest kept producing clever runs and crisp final touches. The champions slipped into the lower half, and Forest climbed out of danger with back-to-back wins. Exactly what ABSA celebrates. Small, smart moments turning into unforgettable triumphs.
At this point in time, the Reds are seeing red. In this part, we call it
so
shaky.
bad for them.
And then we head up north, where Newcastle hosted Manchester City. And for the first hour, it honestly looked like both sides forgot to pack their shooting boots. Chance after chance fizzled out. The crowd kept sighing, and nobody could tell which team actually wanted the opening goal. Then Harvey Barnes stepped in and flipped the script. Bruno Guimaraes slipped a brilliant pass between the City defenders. Barnes bust through, picked his corner, and finished past Gianluigi Donnarumma with real confidence. Now, Newcastle erupted, but the celebrations are barely cooled before City scrambled in an equalizer with Ruben Dias pouncing inside a crowded box. But the real magic came 2 minutes later. Nick Voltemade rose highest to knock the ball back across goal. Guimaraes tried his luck, rattled the underside of the bar, and guess who was waiting? Barnes again. He reacted fastest to bury the winner. Persistence rewarded, story rewritten.
What a story it was as well. First it was Liverpool, then Man City. I wonder what happened with Arsenal.
We want to hear.
And that's our final story of the weekend. We head to the Emirates, where Arsenal delivered a ruthless performance in the North London derby. Tottenham tried to disrupt the rhythm, but one man refused to let the script slip away. Ebere Eze turned the derby into his personal stage with a hat-trick filled with calm, control, and electrifying quality. His first was sharp, a burst into space, and a cool finish. His second was a beautiful curling strike that felt like art in motion. And the third was pure confidence, as he cut inside with style, left Udogie reeling, and fired in a sweet strike that sealed the moment. Arsenal won 4-1, and Eze made history with the first North London derby hat-trick since 1978. That's before I was born. And the first in the Premier League era. A perfect reminder that when talent meets belief, the extraordinary becomes possible.
Who says it? Now you know.
Now you know.
Now you know. Because it was like a back and like, now you know.
Remember me.
But listen, that is exactly what ABSA celebrates. The idea that every small moment counts. Every tap, every swipe, every everyday action can bring you closer to something extraordinary. Tap or swipe your ABSA debit or credit card and stand a chance to win amazing prizes when you play your cards right. All pun intended there. Earn bonus entries when you transact with the ABSA mobile app or through your country webpage. The more you transact, the greater your chances. Do not have an ABSA card, I hear? Well, don't worry. Apply today and begin your journey to winning. We see your story, and you know your story does matter. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely good to have you back.